that's not good. Finally have a nice day to check on bees. Let's dig into these hives. It's our first spring hive check. We have brood. Take out this middle frame right here. Brood. That nice pattern of brood right here. Got different stages in here. Got eggs, larvae. Really nice. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. This guy we're good. In our season here, it's a little too early for swarm cells. When we see fruit trees blossom, that's more in line what I need to worry about. Get these guys out of my way. There we go. That was pretty good. Let's get these guys closed up. First couple things of the year, eh? Yahtzee! Let's see. Can you see that? This is just stacked, just bees everywhere. Getting stung by some pretty angry insects. Let's see, what do we got here? Eggs. So, I know I have a queen in here. She's establishing the brood nest right here. And more eggs and fresh larvae right there. The fresh brood, cat brood. So I do not need to disturb this. I know I have a queen right colony, so let's just put it all back together. I guess you could say this inspection is more for my satisfaction, because if I do encounter a colony that is not queen right, there isn't much I could do now, because queens, locally mated queens, aren't available. I just wanted to get out here. It's been long enough. I wanted to come and take a look and see what's going on. Lift this up. Often ask, how many beehives should you keep as a beginner? And I think the answer is at least 2, because if I were to show you that colony we just looked at, this colony, that colony was packed with bees. There were bees all up in the second box here looking up at me, and this one looks a little sparse. Doesn't look to have too much activity in here. Mind you, let's just have a look. So, a lot of honey stores. Also a benefit of having doubles. You do work a lot harder to find your bees, but rarely have to worry about them running out of food, because there's just so much available in here. It's just, you want to be going through 2 brood boxes to find the queen in the event that you have to. So there is brood, capped brood up in here. again, I'm not spending too much time, and there are eggs, so I don't need to find the queen. This is emerging brood. I got eggs and different stages of larva, and then cap brood up in the middle. I don't need to spend too much time looking through this. I'll have a look at one more frame here. Right here. Again, brood in the middle. That's a cool bee. It's got orange pollen. Brood in the middle. I got eggs and larvae around here. I got fresh pollen here. So that's all a good sign. Here again. Oh yeah. Eggs here. Brood nest here. So look at that little guy. That little girl. She's got orange pollen on her legs. Don't know if you can see that. So this guy is good. No need to look any further. Go back. Put it back together again. You can see all the bees here. Sorry, girls. I like to take out this second one here. If the bees are looking up at you, give them a bit more smoke to send them down and distract them from trying to get open this frame, out of here. So we got eggs in here. Now this isn't the best drawn comb, yeah, it's not at all. But let's have a look. I find the first inspection of the year too kind of allows you to break free these frames from each other because they've been propolised so well for over the winter that no way. So a lot of fresh pollen. You can see that, a lot of fresh pollen over here. And then larvae, eggs. Definitely have eggs. Definitely see drones. Yeah, eggs sitting in a little puddle of jelly there. I don't see capped brood too much in this colony. Let's see. Here we go. There's the cap brood right in there, if you can see it. And look at all that pollen here. That's what they feed the bees. Now, interesting fact, unlike honey, which they will move from cell to cell, pollen doesn't get moved. Once that pollen's in there, it's in there in that frame, and the bees will feed it to the larvae in and around that area. So when it comes to grafting, it's important to know that, so that you place your a frame of pollen next to the larva you're grafting. That's done. I'm gonna leave that. Like I say, we're a little early for swarm cells, so I'll have to come back in a couple weeks and do those checks. So I'm good for a queen here. guys smoke. Just by peeking at this colony, I could tell you that. Have a look. Have a peek. There's already a lot more bees than I saw in this colony, so it's always good to leave at least 2 because every colony, like every person, will always be different. So at least this way, if they're side by side or in the same yard, you have something to compare it to. Just a helpful tip. So tons of bees. Let's take this frame out. How are we looking? Honey, as I suspected. Bit of brood. That's a queen cup. There's no egg in it, so it wouldn't be considered a queen cell just yet. From my understanding, bees just make those. See how everyone's looking at me now? Let's smoke those guys, get them back down there. Get your attention off of me. Let's take this one out. Oh yeah, brood, look at that. Nice brood. Don't really care to find the queen because I'm just looking for eggs. If I have eggs, I know I'm good. Yep. And look at all that pollen. You see that pollen there? In and around where my thumb is here, and on this side, tons of pollen. Let's have a look at another frame. This is like beekeeping Christmas. Wow. That's a lot of bees. That's a lot of bees there. Yellow is really hard to see. That yellow foundation, really hard to see eggs on that yellow foundation, but on this black you can tell, and you can kind of see a mix of emerging brood and all that pollen. Very nice. Put them back. See how many more bees have come to join the party. It's crazy. Tuck those frames up together with each other. There you go, bees. Okay. Oh, there's nothing like being out here. Nothing like being outside, enjoying the bees. Although you get stung once in a while, I find it therapeutic. Give a bit of smoke. Close it a bit. Let that smoke make its way through the hive. All right. frame free. Let's see what's going on it. Wow. Yep. I don't know if you could see, but in and around this area right here, all has beautiful jelly with the eggs, and then you can see cap brood in the center there. This is a beautiful colony. Again here. Again here. I have all brood that's going to be capped over soon. Crazy. Crazy. So what I've noticed about this colony versus all the others is every single other colony, the second frame I've taken out always has honey in it, and these guys have, this queen has laid brood from edge to edge. See, more brood. I got emerging brood here. There's an emerging brood right there. My hive tool is. That's pretty cool. Edge to edge, just slammed. That one too. So, if I had to pick a colony that's gonna swarm, it would be this one, just by how fast they're growing. So I would, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a frame in between these two. I mean, a box. Now, I need them to draw a comb for me in this particular box. So I have this. You may have seen I built this in another video. This is a queen, I don't know, is this a queen castle? It's for mating queens. You put queen cells in each one, and each section is its own little brood chamber. And I need them to draw all this, so I'm going to put this in between these two brood boxes, because this is just absolutely slammed. If there's going to be a colony that's going to swarm, I'd have my money on it. That'd be this one. Queen cups, but there's nothing in them. So you're okay. Drone brood. Move this out of the way. Adding this extra space on here will kind of confuse the bees, and hopefully they'll draw it. Every year I forget I have this, and every year I try to remind myself to bring it, to have it drawn out. Just want to align these nicely. Yes. It's all good. Thank you, bees. Let's give them some smoke. Draw them down. And then at some point in the future, we can have a look. See how that does mating queens. That's there. forgotten how grueling this is on your back. As if carrying a toddler all day isn't enough. So, question mark is on this one. I know this one swarmed in the fall. I mean, there aren't that many bees in here, so I'm just gonna go straight to the center. See what I see. Oh, got eggs. So I'm guessing those 4 frames are full of, I don't know if you can really see that, but in those cells there, there's little white dots. Maybe it's a little easier to see because it's drawn on black foundation, but there are eggs here. So, if my hunt continue to stop, I don't know, that's a queen right colony. Perfect. Isn't that easy? Isn't that easy? Oh, that's not good. I mean, who knows how long they've been like that for? I would be surprised if there's any eggs or anything in here, really. Hearing how loud they are, I don't know about any eggs. No. Nothing. Nope. Well, isn't that a bummer? If this is the last hive I have to inspect for you guys, and there's no eggs, no queen, no nothing, that's a bummer. Hey. The only person's fault that is mine for keeping them down here. Having known this is a valley of wind and just terrible weather. Oh, would you look at that? even broke my cover. Oh, let's keep them here like that for now. That's unfortunate. Well, everyone, thank you for joining along and watching me go through all my hives here in the spring. Looks like everyone survived except that last one, and I was extremely disappointed because that was my survivor colony. Oh well, onward and upward, and we're gonna move forward. Anyways, this is Rob. Thanks for tuning in to Wildfield Honey, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.